Hello, welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations about parenting tips. This video is divided into two parts where characters will talk about parenting tips when dealing with kids and teenagers. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene. So, listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun. First, let's listen to a conversation between Leah and Natalie as they talk about handling kids. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
So, Leah, how's everything going with the kids? I heard your youngest started preschool?
Yeah, she did. It's been a mix of excitement and chaos. She loves it, but mornings are a whirlwind. Got any tips for a smoother routine?
Oh, I remember those days. What's your current morning routine like?
Chaos. We usually end up running around trying to find shoes, backpacks, and sometimes even breakfast on the go.
Been there. One thing that helped me was prepping the night before. Lay out outfits, pack lunches, and have everything ready by the door. It saves a lot of time and stress in the morning.
That sounds doable. I should start with that. What about bedtime? My oldest keeps resisting and it's turning into a nightly battle.
Consistency is key. Have you tried a bedtime routine? Something predictable that they can look forward to, like a bath, a story, and some quiet time?
We have a routine, but it's not very consistent. Sometimes we skip parts if we're running late.
Try to stick to it, even if it's a busy night. Kids thrive on routines and it helps them wind down. Maybe add something fun, like a special song or a few minutes of talking about their day.
I like that idea. I'll give it a shot. How about handling tantrums? My middle one is a pro at them.
Tantrums. Those are tough. What I found helpful is staying calm and not giving in. Sometimes just acknowledging their feelings and giving them space works. Other times, distraction is your best friend.
Distraction? Like how?
If they're in full meltdown mode over something specific, try to redirect their attention to something else. A favorite toy, a fun activity, or even a change of scenery. It doesn't always work, but it's worth a try.
I'll remember that next time we're in Meltdown City. You always have such practical advice. Any tips on balancing work and family time?
That's a tough one. For me, it's about setting boundaries. When I'm at work, I focus on work. When I'm with the kids, I try to be fully present. It's not perfect, but it helps. And don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it.
Thanks, Natalie. I always feel better after talking to you. Parenting is hard, but having you around makes it a bit easier.
We're in this together, sis. Now, let's enjoy these before the kids come running and eat everything.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Natalie and Leah. What did Leah's youngest child recently start? Leah's youngest child recently started preschool. What bedtime routine does Natalie suggest to help Leah's oldest child wind down? Natalie suggests a bath, a story, and some quiet time as a bedtime routine. What does Natalie recommend doing to handle tantrums? Natalie recommends staying calm and trying to distract the child. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comment section. Now, let's listen to a conversation between Isaac and Elias as they talk about dealing with their teenagers. Let's see how their conversation goes. And don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's begin.
Morning, Elias. How's it going?
Hey, Isaac. Not too bad. Just the usual morning chaos. You?
Same here. Juggling work and teenagers is a challenge. My oldest is driving me up the wall lately.
Tell me about it. Mine too. What's been the latest issue?
She's been really moody and defiant. I'm trying to give her space, but it feels like walking on eggshells. How about your kids?
My son is in the same boat. He's testing boundaries left and right. I've found that setting clear, consistent rules helps a bit, though.
Yeah, I've tried that. Sometimes it feels like she's just looking for a fight, no matter what I do.
I hear you. One thing that's worked for us is having regular family meetings. We let the kids voice their opinions and concerns. It helps them feel heard, and we can address issues before they blow up.
That's a good idea. How often do you have these meetings?
We aim for once a week. It doesn't always happen, but we try. It's also a chance to discuss any upcoming plans and responsibilities.
I'll have to give that a try. Another thing I've been wondering about is social media. Do you have rules for that?
Oh, absolutely. We set time limits and monitor their accounts. It's tricky, though. They're so tech-savvy, sometimes it feels like a losing battle.
I know what you mean. I want to respect her privacy, but I also worry about what she's exposed to online.
It's a balancing act. Open communication is key. We talk to our kids about the dangers and set guidelines together. It helps them understand we're not just trying to control them, but keep them safe.
That makes sense. I guess the biggest challenge is getting them to open up. Any tips on that?
Find common ground, show interest in their hobbies. My son loves video games, so I've started playing with him. It's amazing how much he opens up when we're doing something he enjoys.
I'll have to try that. My daughter loves music. Maybe I can start there.
Definitely. And don't forget to share some of your own interests, too. It's a two-way street. They need to see us as humans, not just parents.
Good point. Thanks for the advice, Elias. It's reassuring to know I'm not alone in this.
Anytime, Isaac. We're all in this together. Parenting teenagers is tough, but we'll get through it.
Here's hoping. All right, back to the grind. Catch you later?
You bet. Have a good one.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Isaac and Elias. What is Isaac's oldest child doing that is causing him stress? Isaac's oldest child is being moody and defiant. How often does Elias's family try to have meetings? Elias's family tries to have meetings once a week. What common interest did Elias find with his son? Elias found a common interest in video games with his son. So, how many questions did you get right? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Been there. An expression used to show empathy or understanding because the speaker has experienced a similar situation. Driving me up the wall, making someone very irritated or annoyed, walking on eggshells, being very careful not to upset someone, blow up, to become very angry or to escalate a situation suddenly. Two-way street, a situation or relationship involving mutual exchange and effort. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Preschool, a school for children who are not old enough to attend kindergarten. Predictable, something that happens in a way that you know in advance. Tantrums, sudden bursts of anger or frustration often seen in young children. Defiant, refusing to obey rules or instructions. Tech-savvy, being good with technology. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.